In the city of Montego Bay in St. James is the Open Heart charitable mission, which takes care of the homeless and the mentally ill.
Basically, Open Heart charitable mission started as a vision for myself in giving back. We came to Montego Bay because we saw the need of the homeless population and situation and the street people program. And after seeing the incident in 1990 when the street persons were trucked to St. Elizabeth and dumped, it weighed heavy on me. And so I had a vision of doing a soup kitchen in Montego Bay. And it has blossomed into more than a soup kitchen now because we have joined with the St. James Parish Council and signed a memorandum of understanding. So we kind of work together. They supply certain things and we run the program pretty much under the eyes of the Poor Relief Department and the St. James Parish Council. So we all work together, basically trying to improve the lives of the homeless and street people of St. James, Montego Bay, and also the wider Jamaica. It's very interesting with homeless people. They're well organized, as people may not think. We have had people who have come all the way from Kingston because they have heard of our organization and our program to get into our program. So they're well organized. They communicate with one another, so they hear the type of service that we have here at Open Heart. And they come, get their meals, they get the services that we offer here, the rehabilitation program. And so they just come. We get referrals from the Poor Relief Department, referrals from the hospital, the Cornwall Regional. And so we try to service. We don't turn anybody away. If you're hungry, even if you're not homeless, we'll try and accommodate something for you, so you'll have something to eat. But we generally do not turn away anyone if they come for food and service. We have a rehabilitation program. Our program is 6 months long once you have been accepted. And it constitutes, we have a farm up in Seaford Town where we do an agricultural program. We have a farmhouse where the clients live, work there, and we try and give them a little stipend. And that program is really to get them off of the streets in a confined area under structure kind of living, because when they're on the street there's no structure. Take an interest in to bring that in their lives. Take an interest. They're Jamaicans, right? And they need help. They really do need help. The charities around Jamaica really do need help, and a lot of them are doing wonderful work. There was a saying in Jamaica, it takes cash to care, but it doesn't really take cash to care. It takes compassion.
Karen Cameron is the office manager, and she ensures that the clients are given proper care.
Our main goal is to get as much people off the street as possible. So, and the clients look out for each other. So we get a lot of new persons every day. We see new people every day. So when we say, oh, did you hear about us? They'll say, oh, I saw a street person and they said, this is where you have to be. So they look out for each other. If we don't see somebody 2-3 days in a row, we'll say, what happened to Roy? What happened to Bob? And they'll say, oh, somebody hit him and he had to go to the hospital. So if you need to know anything about the clients, you ask a client. I think here really shows you what life is about and actually gets you to become humble. So you don't hold on to material things, because we have seen that it don't last. So I see them on the street, they come and hug me up, and they'll be dirty, and I don't care. They come around and I make sure that they come around and get the shower. So I feel really safe on the street now, and I see them and I see where they're coming from, and I see where they're going. Because if you don't have a goal for them and then tell them, this is what I see you're doing, sometimes they just need somebody to just believe in them. So usually what we do, we choose, when we see new clients, we'll say, all right, this is my project. And then we ask them, what are you interested in? And if they're interested in painting, we ask donation and tell them to come down here and paint. We go out and find jobs for them. In the bakeries, on construction sites, we talk to people and we get jobs for them. Even if it's not like permanent, we try and make sure that they're doing something.
Delroy Denton is a former client at the Open Heart Charitable Mission who now volunteers and mentors the homeless, along with Georgette McNeil, another one of several volunteers.
I heard about them through like gathering information, because before you put your head in anything, you need to get as much information as possible. So when I do hear about Open Heart Charitable Mission in Montego Bay, like a friend, I decided say I should come here and investigate for myself and see what it is like. And what I did saw, I was impressed. So I decided to be a part of that. Be a part of like, caring for people, do something charitable. Because it's not about money or getting paid, it's about helping people or, do what you can for people, the most vulnerable, those who are less unfortunate than us and stuff like that. So yeah, I was really touched by the mission's goals and objectives.
I do everything. Yeah, I'm a round-the-clock girl. Yes, and I get involved through NODM. It's another part of our organization in Kingston. So feel some time here. Just come here and volunteer. Really, it's good because I don't make anything bothers me. Because we're all human beings, and if you're in something, you have to love it. Honestly, you have to love it.
You can make another person smile, even when you look at their situation and their circumstances, and you see that you can make them smile, you can make them feel special, you can make them feel wanted. And you have to show them respect and love, because if it doesn't have love, you can't give it to anybody. So when you can make them smile, or you listen to them, listen to the issues that they have, the social issues, and and you can make a difference by just advising them and encouraging them. It's just a good feeling, not just for myself, but just see that smile on their face, to know that somebody can reach out to them, somebody who have been there, will know what it is like. You understand me? So I enjoy doing that, because with the Open Heart Charitable Mission, we have a mentoring system going on, and I am their mentor now. You understand me? So I'm doing a mentorship program with them. You sit with them, you talk, you even eat with them. So you make them know, say, boy, it's not them alone I eat the food. You sit down and you eat the same food that they eat. Make them know them worth something, and try to lift their self-esteem. Make them know, say, they are not worthless. All is not gone. There's still hopes. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Because some of them understand that they can listen, because if you reason with them, you come to realize how intelligent they are. Because they have good intellectual ability. But you can know that or discover that if you speak to them. Because if you keep shunning them away, you won't learn their fears and concern. So somebody got to do it. Somebody has to do it.
It's not about you. It's about us. Putting ourselves in their shoe and think, what may happen to me further down the line? You have to place yourself in so many different ways.
The Open Heart Charitable Mission Refuge of Hope Night Shelter is located in Albion, where up to 50 men and 30 women are accommodated. Tamika Whitaker, the shelter manager at Refuge of Hope, oversees the day-to-day running of the shelter. She also monitors the clients at the shelter.
With persons with various personalities and stuff, it can be a challenge, but with training and stuff to know how to handle conflicts, etc. We care for the mentally ill, persons who are pure homeless. We have deportees from time to time, yes. And being in this organization, Institution the Refuge of Hope, we do offer rehabilitation program, yes. So with this rehabilitation program, it does entails we do the chicken rearing, we try to get them to do life skills for reintegration and assimilation into our society. Our rehabilitation program, we do have the chicken rearing, we have sewing, we have a literacy program, and also we do art and crafts. From time to time, we do get referrals from the hospital, we get referrals from the airport. We also care for a stranded international visitor. For example, an international visitor would be in Jamaica stranded, don't have enough money, etc. The immigration or the police would refer them here. They stay over until their flights schedule or whatever their situation be resolved and sorted, and then they would go out. What we also do here on a monthly basis, we do an analysis, monthly analysis, to see where a client is at. So I set up a library and encourage a client to read a book. It's important to reading, yes? So what happened, even if the ones that are not literate, and don't have that reading capacity, I encourage them to even look at a magazine. A picture can speak volumes.
The role of farm manager and social worker Cecil Cox is to ensure that everything on the farm is intact and that they produce agricultural produce which helps to bring in income to help feed the clients both in the streets and in the shelter.
With the farm, we produce so far pigs. That's make meat for them. We presently have over 90 pigs in all now. We also have goats that we rear, and all of that goes towards feeding. Now we produce bananas, plantain, and we have a few patches of sugar cane that we also use that to give to the pigs. Sometimes the feed are low, so we can use that to help to feed the pigs. We have now put in the ground some corn, sorrel. I have a little area, a little garden around the back of this shelter. Also that we produce callaloo, and I mean vegetable in general, vegetable. We rear chickens, broilers, and layers. Now also that goes to feed the clients. One thing too, we also do this as a form of rehabilitation, because these clients, they are not persons that work as a person and what have you. So when we do this, they work in it for them to understand that they need to do something, and this will also help them to create job for themselves when they reach a point where they can leave the mission. When some of these cases comes to my attention, it really plays a great impact on me, knowing that it could be one of mine. And because of that, I really give sympathy to them, and somebody need to care for them. Somebody need to care for them. So because of that, sometimes their story might not add up, but there are some form of compassion you need to extend to them. So, you know, it brings a great impact on me with that, knowing that they are human also. If everybody look at, if it was me, if everybody look at, if it was me, I would love somebody to have compassion and extend mercy. So I'm looking at many non-governmental persons, the churches, the government in general, and business persons can come together and just look at their lifestyle as human beings and get together and said, okay, those less fortunate children are out there, people are out there, they need something, they need somewhere, they need love. I think it would be better for our society, and we'll have a better country.